Hey there, Postal here. So today we're going to be hopping back into the Edinburgh Tier 8 British light cruiser. Let's hop right into some gameplay. Alright, so we've got our Edinburgh set up with radar. Sticking with the radar. There's been some times where I really wish I had some smoke. But yeah. And the radar didn't help all that much in this battle, to be honest. When I rewatched the battle, at the time I thought the radar was actually being really helpful. But I think I might have allowed an enemy destroyer to live a little longer. You'll see in a minute here. Again, I'm new to warships, and there is at least two parts where there's some questionable decision making being made here. I can at least explain why I had that questionable decision making, but anyway. So we're here on the western side of the map. Right now all I'm doing is really looking at the map. I've got my ship angled to where I want it to go. I'm kind of trying to pay attention to what's going on here. It seems like everybody and their brother is on the other side of the map, which is kind of disappointing. So I'm sitting here knowing that it's me and this Fantastique and Massachusetts. And I figure, okay, so we're just going to hang out over here and we're going to basically be chilling and holding the line, so to speak. I don't mind if there's, 9 other ships on the other side of the map, as long as they're winning. We do have 3 in the center. What a black Des Moines, and I can't see, is that a Chapayev? Or something, I can't see on my actual mini screen here. So there's 3 guys in the center, 3 here on the west, and then the remaining 6, including the aircraft carrier, are on the west side there. I was double checking to see what my anti-aircraft range is. I know this is pretty sneaky cruiser, right? But we've got our first ship to shoot at. And he's slowing down, he's popping his smoke, and this is perfect. So what I like about the radar on this ship is if you're spotted, you're going to spot whatever's in radar. Obviously I don't want to pop my radar right away because I want to try to have it utilized for as long as possible, but I got that destroyer tier 9 out of his smoke, but you can see there's already torpedoes coming in, so I probably just saved his life whether or not he realized it, but at least we're pushing back and not allowing the destroyer to do what he wants to do. And now we've got this Albemarle, that's it, kind of broadside to us. Nobody's shooting at us. We're detected, obviously, but nobody's aiming for us. So let's see if we can get some good shots into him. We can see the gunfire coming out. There's one of those new German premium cruisers over there, the Mains. Or Mines? I forget how you pronounce the vowels in German. But anyway, so we're trying to fire here. Now I'm actually being aimed at, so I need to turn in. I was afraid that the destroyer was coming around, or that some torpedoes from the Albemarle were coming my way, so I popped the hydro. Nothing's here though. We're gonna hang out next to this island though and see if we can get some pot shots in anything that's on the other side here. I'm thinking if that cruiser is probably moved a little bit forward into the smoke, maybe, and so maybe I can toss some torpedoes towards the smoke. So let's go ahead and do that, and as soon as I fire him, I see he's backed all the way the heck up. And now I'm like, oh crap, if he's going to come around the back here, I'm kind of broadside on. I don't want to be there. So I'm more afraid of this cruiser than I am of the now 2 destroyers. I'm really not even realizing there's 2 destroyers there, like, that I had shots on. Try to get some shots in there, but I've got 3 people aiming at me. And I realize I'm broadside to a Massachusetts and a Yamato, and I could be in a lot of trouble here. So let's try to get this island between me and all these people trying to kill me, because they can kill me very quickly. Again, this is a tier 10 battle. There's only 2 tier 10s. There's 3 or 4 tier 9s, and the rest are tier 8. So I mean, it could be a lot worse, but still, broadside to anything in this ship isn't going to be good. So we've got torpedoes coming our way, but whoopity-doo, not worried about it. Ouch. That heavy cruiser is shooting at us from his smoke. We've got the Fletcher here, so we've got a lot of guys shooting at us. Let's get some cover between us. Alright, so I feel more comfortable. But obviously, I'm wondering what the heck is spotting me at the time, and rewatching the video, obviously the Massachusetts is. I think I realized it just now. So I'm still trying to back away, and I mean, it's just us and the Fantastique. The Massachusetts on our team is heading the other direction. But let's see, we should be able to get a destroyer here. He snuck out a little bit further than he probably wanted to. It looks like he's backing up, but I think that last shot there should get us a kill here. Will it? Yes, perfect. Alright, so we are still spotted. I'm assuming the Fletcher is spotting us, but wait a minute, the Fletcher wasn't in smoke. And he had fired, so where did his Fletcher go? I should be able to see him. Maybe something over there was spotting me? Okay, well, nothing can definitely spot me now. So it's still just basically us and the Fantastique over here. And I decide, well, let's turn in. We've got a lot of cover over here. If we need to get behind another island, we can do so. Massachusetts is moving up, so okay, we've got our support, right? And there is the Fletcher. Let's see if we can get a couple shots. I figured I could get the shots, and if I was spotted, I wouldn't be spotted for long because of the angle of the island. And I'm kind of wondering why I'm still spotted here. Well, Postal, something else is spotting you. And there we go. And okay, so here's a pretty big mistake that I make, right? I've got the opportunity. If I reacted very quickly, I could get behind that island to the right. I mean, the whole purpose of me coming over here was to use cover, right? But now I'm kind of all in. I can't give broadside to this guy. It's not, in my opinion, it's not a very good cruiser, but the guns are big, and you can't give broadside when you're in Edinburgh. And so now I'm just I'm all in. So I'm using my AP here, aiming towards the front because I see that he's turning, and he's giving me a little bit of an angle. Unfortunately, those all ricocheted. We're both kind of wiggling back and forth. We know that we've got torpedoes. I'm assuming he's going to be tossing torpedoes soon, but he's giving me super big broadside here. Let's get some shots in. Let's go. Holy crap, my heart is racing at this point. And I'm pretty sure I'm dead, right? Like, he's going to be tossing torpedoes. I just want to make sure that I kill him as well. Got some more citadels there. We are so incredibly close. Bad angle. So here come his torpedoes, right? Oh shoot, let's just get ours tossed off. We're going at a wonky angle. Knocked him out. Where's his... Oh my god. Nothing coming my way, but man, oh man. A lot of wiggling left and right and left and right. Trying to juke him. I didn't want to ram him. I wanted to, if I had the opportunity to live. I just got a well done from the from a friendly, and I would just put a holy crap into the chat there. So now we've got our, oh, I was hoping to get a shot there, but now we've got a aircraft carrier to deal with. I wasn't even still like catching my breath from that battle, and so we've got to, I didn't even do like priority sector or anything. So here's where I try to be a little sneaky, right? I assume, you know, he saw me going this general direction towards the generalness of east. So I figure, you know what? Let's actually go more west, turning more to the west, and I'm gonna go around this island. I'm going to see if I can get side shots on everything that's in the center there. And also, you know, I assume that this aircraft carrier is going to be supporting his guys in the center, especially if he thinks I'm heading to the center. So trying to be sneaky here, and we're going to go wide down the one line and see what kind of help we can be, but it doesn't work. So now we're in a one-on-one versus an aircraft carrier. Yeah, it's tier 8, but it doesn't matter. If it was tier 6, it'd still be a pain in the butt. So in this kind of situation, I am using my priority target, my priority sector, and trying to get as many guns as possible going versus these aircraft. And, you know, just going straight against the torpedoes. And as long as you're not overturning, going straight against them is, you know, relatively easy. Where I tend to have issues is when I'm going away from the torpedoes, because I'll start to turn, and like my rudder will lock. It almost seems like right here I'm turned and I've let off, and I'm still turning. Stop turning. Oh my god, I'm gonna get myself freaking torped. Looks like just one torp though. Annoying. Use my repair right away because there's nothing else shooting at me, and I'm going to probably need that repair to come off cooldown as quickly as possible if this aircraft carrier doesn't leave me alone. Yep, he's got his bombs. He's going to have rocket aircraft. So bombs tend to be tossed in a vertical manner, so I'm actually going to give him broadside in this kind of situation. I slowed down there to make sure I didn't hit the torpedoes. But if I give him broadside, the vertical attack of the bombs will hopefully miss me, or at least do less damage if I was doing like a head-on. So he did miss me, and you can see like the drop pattern there was kind of a vertical attack. It's the opposite of the rocket planes. Rocket planes, you want to be kind of pointed directly to them. Typically, I know all aircraft carriers, airplanes attack slightly differently, but for the most part, if you don't know the aircraft carrier, which I don't know any of them, that's the general rule of thumb. So now we got rocket planes coming in, and we kind of want to sort of be pointed towards him, but I also want to, you know, not be giving him didn't want to give him a target that he knew what it was going to be doing, right? I wanted to be kind of spontaneous a little bit, but it is what it is. So we've got 5 seconds until our repair's off, so that's good. If we catch on fire, we get another torpedo for some reason. But here we go. He's on the move. AP is really good for aircraft carriers. I mean, HE is kind of wasted because they cannot catch on fire. So this ship is pretty good in this situation. He's coming towards us. And it's right about now that I realize, well, shoot, like, he's gonna hit me with stuff. Like, there's no way to avoid everything. Let's put our repair on here. Let's get our hit points back. What he's gonna do is come towards me, whittle me down with his planes, and then his secondaries are gonna kill me, right? So I realized that. I've tossed out my torpedoes, and I'm actually turning away. I do want to try to get my other torpedoes out. I'm not realizing the timer, the cap points, or any of that stuff. Like, I'm so focused on this situation. So we're pretty handily winning the battle. And, I mean, even if I get these torpedoes out, we're probably not going to have enough time for these next torpedoes to do anything. I'm just trying to do as much damage as I can to this evil aircraft carrier. And, well, nope, that's the end of it. So, I mean, super intense. I mean, there was a lot of space where nothing was going on, and then it was just like doing everything I could to live, right? So 90,000 damage. Got a devastating strike on that cruiser. I actually got a dreadnought, which isn't, I mean, it's uncommon in this ship. But I got top on experience. So, I mean, me and that Fantastique were doing quite a lot of work over here. He was number 2 as far as experience was concerned. So, you know, playing it mildly aggressive, and then you know, miraculously surviving there with my wiggle attack against the Albemarle. I don't even know, whatever it's called. So, yeah, let's head on back. Alright, so that wasn't the world's best game by any means, but man, oh man, when I got myself into that duel, with the what was it, Albermare or whatever the heck it's called. Trying to make sure I survived that was frickin' hair-raising. And then once it got after that point, you know, I was just trying to survive long enough to get some shots in on that annoying as heck aircraft carrier. So I'm really enjoying this ship. I'm enjoying the build that I've got set for it, which is to use the radar along with the hydroacoustic search. The two of those combined, you know, allow me to sniff out those destroyers and also defend myself against possible incoming torpedoes. And there's definitely times where I'd probably would prefer to have the smoke, but this was a prime situation where we were able to get a destroyer out of position just because we scared him with our radar. And that happens quite a bit. And like I said, previous video, you know, I'm thinking I'm probably gonna, once I get to tier 10, probably have a radar Minotaur, and so this is kind of building me for that. Yeah, I might bounce back to smoke every once in a while. But man, I really like this ship. I like how it plays. I like its flexibility. And yeah, I had a lot of fun. I'm still catching my breath. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the game. I've been playing this a little bit less recently, trying to get those World of Warplanes videos knocked out. But this is another fun game I had in Edinburgh. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a good day. Bye.